Okay, so what do you guys think this one is? Substitution or elimination?
Elimination.
Very good. Elimination, because something, you can have it where it will cancel. When you have the X's, the Y's, and a number, that's when you're going to do the elimination method. Okay. Chase, is there anything that will go ahead and cancel out on this one?
The 6's.
Very good, because one is negative is one is positive. That's why they'll cancel. One is negative, one is positive, so they'll cancel each other out. Will, what are you doing with these two numbers?
Combine them.
Yep, by adding. You are adding them. So 5 plus 4 is 9y. And then what about Eric? What do I do with these two numbers?
You combine them.
I add them. I add them, which gives me -9. Okay. Let me have Orlando. What do you do next?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm right here, Orlando. How do I get y by itself? How do I get y by itself? How do I get rid of this 9? This is multiply. What's the opposite of multiply?
Divide.
I need to divide both sides by 9. So I get y equals -1. All right. So this is the elimination method that we're doing. Okay. Because these two eliminate, they cancel. Alejandra, what do I have to do after I get y equals -1?
Substitute one of the y values for -1.
Good. So I need to plug -1 in the y spot. Heidi, what do I write down for that?
You put -6x plus 5 parentheses -1 parentheses equals 1.
Very good. Brian, what do I do next?
You have to multiply 5 and -1.
Yeah, so I don't move anything to the other side yet, Brian. Do you see that? I don't move anything to the other side. I multiply this. That gives me -5. And then what do I move to the other side?
-5.
Yeah. Do you see how I'm doing that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Divide by -6. X equals -1. So your answer is -1, -1. Okay. All right, number 2, x equals -2y minus 2. 3x minus 2y equals 10. Kamari, what do you think? The substitution or elimination method?
Elimination.
All right, so this one is x equals, there's nothing that will cancel out, and you have an x equals. When you have x equals or y equals, you're going to do substitution. When you have an x equals or a y equals, you're going to do the substitution method. Okay, so this one's x equals, so I'm going to take all of this. I'm going to take all of that. Sierra, am I going to put it in the x position or the y position?
X position.
Very good. I'm going to put it in the x position. So I'm going to put 3. And AJ, instead of writing an x, the x disappears. There's no more x. What do I write instead of an x, AJ? You there, AJ? We can't hear you. All right, hold on. Let me make myself a note real quick. Y'all got to send me a chat or response. So I know you're participating, all right? Instead of writing X,
But did you call AJ?
yes, like 3 times.
Oh, sorry, I was in the bathroom.
Y'all got to do that before class. All right, negative 2y minus 2. So you're putting this in the x spot, and then you keep writing minus 2y equals 10. All right, Daniel, what do you do next on this?
You do distributive property.
Good. So you multiply, so that gives me negative 6y, negative 6 minus 2y equals 10. Brian, what do you do next?
Uh, at like do like terms.
All right, so I put those together. So that gives me negative 8y. What else do I have to do?
Add add 6 to the other side.
Very good. That gives me 16. And then AJ, what do you do next?
Divide, which will give you -2.
Very good. So y is negative 2. Okay. Alexis, what do you have to do with the y equals negative 2?
Plug it back in.
Very good. And you want to plug it back in the one that says x equals on this one. So x equals, Zion, what am I going to write in order to plug in negative 2?
You would write parentheses negative 2y minus 2.
All right, what do I know y equals?
Negative 2.
So instead of writing a y, I'm putting negative 2. I'm not writing a y at all. Guys, see that the y disappears. And then you can type all of that in your calculator or in Desmos. Negative 2, parentheses, negative 2, minus 2, and it gives you 2. So x equals 2. Gia, how do you write your answer?
Wouldn't it be 2x plus, no, minus 2?
It would be 2 comma negative 2. So your answer is a point on these. Your answer is a point, not an equation. Your answer is a point. So 2, negative 2, x comma y. Okay. All right, number 3, y equals negative 3x plus 7. 4x plus 2y equals 16. All right, Cadence, substitution or elimination?
Substitution.
Very good. This one is substitution because there's a y equals. So I'm going to take all of that. I'm going to take all of that. Jaden, am I going to put it in the x position or the y position?
The Y position.
Yep, because this one is a y. So I'm going to do 4x plus 2 parentheses negative 3x plus 7. The y disappears, and I write negative 3x plus 7 equals 16. QJ, what do you do next? All right, so I draw my line and I'm going to distribute. So I'm gonna drop down the 4x. 2 times -3 is -6x. 2 times 7 is 14 equals 16. Brian, what do you do next?
Combine like terms.
All right, so what gets put together?
4x and -6x.
All right, that gives me -2x. Orlando, what else do you have to do on this problem?
Do you subtract
Subtract what?
14? out of
Very
16?
good. Which gives you 2. And then divide by -2. X equals -1. Zion, what do you have to do with that -1?
You have to insert it.
Good. Plug it back in. So, all right, y equals, and Zion, what do I write? Y equals, if I'm going to plug -1 in for x, what do I write?
Y equals 3 plus parentheses -1 plus 7.
Plus 7. So don't put a plus after the -3 because there's no plus here. This means to multiply, okay?
Okay.
All right, so that gives you y equals 10. Y equals 10. Daniel, how do you write your answer?
Comma, -1, parentheses, -1, and 10.
Very good. Okay, good. All right, does anybody need more time to write? All right, number 4, 7x plus 2y equals 24. 8x plus 2y equals 30. 7x plus 2y equals 24. 8x plus 2y equals 30. Caleb, substitution or elimination?
Elimination.
Good, elimination, because they're lined up. Gio, is there anything that will cancel out right now? Chase, is there anything that will cancel out right now?
No.
No. What could cancel out?
The 2 2s.
If what?
If one was negative.
Very good. One of them has to be negative to cancel out. 2 positives don't cancel each other out. One of them has to be negative. Cadence, how can I get one of them to be negative? You there, Cadence?
Yes.
How can I get one of the 2s to be negative? What can I do?
Divide by -1.
I'm going to multiply, and I'm going to multiply. It doesn't matter which one, the top or the bottom. I'm going to multiply the whole thing by -1. Will, what do you get when you multiply the whole thing by -1?
-14x.
Nope, nope. I'm multiplying by -1.
Oh, -7x minus 2y equals -24.
Good. So you see how I multiplied all of them by -1, Will?
Yes.
Okay. So you multiply all of them. Okay. QJ, now what happens? Got some people who are MIA. Alejandro, what happens now?
You gotta add it.
Okay, got to add it. So that gives me 1x. Those cancel, and I get 6. AJ, when I divide by 1, is it x equals 6 or y equals 6?
Okay, said then you kind of broke up.
When I divide by 1, do I write x equals 6 or y equals 6?
X equals 6.
Uh-huh. Because my y's canceled out. Okay, AJ? Sometimes your x's cancel, and then you get a y equals answer. Does that make sense, AJ?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So now, Jaden, what am I gonna do next?
Put 6m to the top equation.
All right, tell me what to write.
You write 8 parentheses x and plus 2y equals 30.
Close. What do I write instead of x?
I mean, no, 6. You write 6
Uh-huh. Plus
plus
2y
2y
equals 30. Good. Okay. Will, what do you do next?
You multiply 8 times 6
All right, that gives
first.
me 48. Good. Then I move the 48 over, so I subtract it because it was a positive. So I subtract it. Divide by 2, y equals -9. So my answer is 6, -9. Does anybody need more time to write? All right, number 5, 2x plus 8y equals 6. I'm gonna show you something new on this one. 2x plus 8y equals 6, -5x minus 20y equals -15. Two x plus 8y equals 6, -5x minus 20y equals -15. AJ, what do you think? Is this one going to be elimination or substitution?
I think it's elimination.
Very good. It's going to be elimination. Kamari, is there anything that will cancel out right now?
No.
No. All right, guys, is there anything you can multiply 2 by to make it a 5?
No.
No.
Unless it's a decimal.
Right, unless it's a decimal. We don't want to use decimals. Can anything I can multiply 8 by to make it 20?
No.
No. We're going to have to multiply both of them. We're going to have to multiply both of them. Any idea what we're going to multiply the top one by? Anybody see where I'm going with this? What do you think I would multiply the top one by?
-10.
You could, but that's going to be harder. There's a smaller number.
By 5.
Very good, Brian. You can multiply this one by 5. What do you think you would multiply the bottom one by?
2.
2,
Or
very
negative.
good. Well, so look, this one's already negative right there, okay? When I multiply this one by 5, I get 10x plus 40y equals 30. And when I multiply this one by 2, I get -10x minus 40y equals -30. So why did I multiply them by 5 and 2?
Because the x's were 5 and 2.
Good. And so when you multiply them by 5 and 2, what did I get to? What did I help myself do?
Get to the same number so you can cancel out.
Very good, AJ. All right, so I'm going to draw my line and put a plus. Eric, what do you see happening on here?
Everything cancels out.
Oh, everything cancels. Everything is a positive and a negative. So I get 0 equals 0. Anybody want to give me their thoughts on this one?
No solution.
All right, is this true or false?
False.
Does 0 equal 0?
True.
That's a true statement. If it's true, is that no solution?
No.
No, what
It's
is that?
infinite solutions.
Infinite solutions, infinitely many. Will 0 equal 0 forever?
Yes.
Yes, that's why it's called infinitely many. Remember in Toy Story, he says to infinity and beyond. That means forever. 0 will equal 0 forever. When does 7 equal 5? When does 7 equal 5?
Never.
Never. So that one is no solution. And notice this only happens when when you have no x or y left. When you have no x or y left. Because you can get x equals 0, and that's okay. This is when there's no x's or y's left. That's when you get infinitely many or no solution. All right, number 6. 12x.
Wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
How'd you get that 7 equals 5?
Oh, I was just talking.
Oh,
It's not part of this one. 12x minus 2y equals 3. And y equals 6x minus 5. 12x minus 2y equals 3, y equals 6x minus 5. All right, Alexis, elimination or substitution?
substitution.
Very good. Makes me happy when y'all participate. Makes me really happy. Sierra, I'm going to take 6x minus 5, and I'm going to put it where? I know where some of y'all would like to put some math work, but where would I put 6x minus 5?
Behind the -2.
Very good. I'm going to put it in the y spot. Okay. AJ, tell me what I would write down to plug it in. What would I write down?
You're right. 12 minus
12x.
12x minus 2y parentheses.
The y is the one that's going to disappear. It's going to.
Oh.
Okay.
So it's 2 parentheses 12x. I mean 6x negative 5 parentheses.
Equals
3.
All right. Do you see how I did that, AJ, or do you want me to say it again? You good, AJ? Okay, I'll take that as a yes. Heidi, what do I do next?
You multiply.
All right, so this gives me negative 12x, and negative 2 times negative 5 gives me positive 10. And drop down your 12x. Daniel, what happens next?
You add like terms.
Okay, so tell me about 12x minus 12x.
They cancel out.
They cancel out, so I'm left with 10 equals 3. Brian, tell me about 10 equals 3.
It's false.
Good, and so what's my answer? Infinitely many or no solution?
No solution.
No solution. Does anybody need more time to write? All right, last one together, and then we'll do some on your own. 9x plus 3y equals 3. 6x plus 2y equals 5. 9x plus 3y equals 3. 6x plus 2y equals 5. Orlando, is this elimination or substitution?
Is it substitution?
Because there's no y equals or x equals. This one is going to be elimination. Substitution is when one of the equations is x equals or y equals. This one's elimination. Eric, is there anything that cancels out right now?
I don't think. Nope.
Nope. Or Eric, if nothing, sorry, Cadence, if nothing cancels, what are you gonna have to do if nothing cancels?
Multiply it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to multiply it. Is there anything I can multiply 6 by to make it a 9?
3.
Nope, 3 times 6 is 18.
Oh, never mind.
Is there anything I can multiply 2 by to make it a 3?
No.
No. What am I gonna have to do on this problem?
Multiply both of them.
Very good, Brian. You're gonna have to multiply both of them. Let me have Chase. What do you think I'm gonna multiply the top one by?
To be honest with you, I don't know. I zoned out for a moment. I don't know where we're at.
All right, Chase, Chase, do you see that nothing cancels?
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to multiply both of the equations to get it to where it'll cancel. What do you think we could multiply the top one by?
6.
Very good. Kamari, what do you think I can multiply the bottom one by?
3.
Nope, because if you multiply this one by 6, that gives you 54. If you multiply this one by 3, that would give you 18. So those numbers don't cancel. Heidi, do you know what I need to multiply the bottom one by?
No.
All right, so guys, if I multiply this one by 6, 6 times 9 is 54. I need this one to be negative 54. Why do I need that one to be negative 54?
So you can cancel them out?
So I'll cancel. What do I need to multiply it by to give me negative 54?
-9.
Negative 9. Do you see how these numbers just switch?
I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do it have to be those exact numbers, or like can it be different ones?
There's one other option you could have done. What option were you thinking? There's only one other number. Sorry. Yeah. What else? Yeah, there's other options. Sorry. What were you thinking?
Cause like I was trying to get both of them to like 18.
Yes. So you could have done 2 and 3, right?
Right.
Right. Yes, you are correct. Yes. Other questions? I'm gonna
Are they
multiply
always gonna be like that?
where you can just switch them.
Are they always gonna like? It's always gonna be like the dominant number.
Yes.
Like, okay.
This method will always work. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to multiply everything by 6. So that gives me 54x, 18y, and 18. Then I'm going to multiply everything by negative 9. So that gives me negative 54x, negative 18y, and negative 45. Okay. All right, Jaden, what am I going to do now?
You had to cancel the 54s.
Okay. Will, what else?
The 18s cancel out.
But these don't. So when I add these, 18 plus negative 54, I get negative 36. Caleb, what number's left here?
0.
Very good. Nothing. So 0. So Alejandro, tell me about this one.
There would be no solution.
Very good.